I have built this AI automation which takes care of scheduling process. So this way you can save money, you can save time of your staff, and you can also enhance customer experience. But it's better show than tell. So let's hop into my computer so I can show you how it works. So right now we have this simple contact us page form. Let's fill out our data. And it's my phone number, so you don't see this data because it's my personal data and this is a real phone number. And let's put in that I'm interested in email marketing and click send. So we can see that message is sent, and sooner than later we're receiving a call. So as you can see, there is unknown number calling me right now. Let's pick it up and see what happens.
Hi, Justas. I'm Pulse, the virtual assistant for Digital Pulse Digital Marketing Agency. I'm here to help schedule your consultation about our email marketing services with one of our experts. I have your phone number and your email as justusgmail.com. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Great. I'd like to book an appointment for you. What is your company name, please? And would you have a preferred date and time for the consultation?
So my company name is Sunshine Incorporated, and I would like to schedule an appointment on 21st of April at 6 a.m.
Thank you for providing that information. I'd like to confirm an appointment for Sunshine Incorporated on April 21st at 6 o'clock a.m. for email marketing services. Does that time work for you?
Yes, schedule.
I apologize for the confusion. It seems there was an issue with the date. Our system shows today's date as April 26th, 2025. Could you please provide a new date for your appointment that's after today?
Okay, sure. So then let's do it on 28th of April at 6 a.m.
Thank you. I'd like to confirm an appointment for Sunshine Incorporated on April 28th at 6 o'clock a.m. for email marketing services. Does that work for you?
Yes.
I apologize, but it looks like the time you requested falls outside our business hours. Our consultants are available Monday to Friday between 9 a.m. and 5 o'clock p.m. Would you like to schedule your appointment for April 28th at a different time within these hours?
Yeah, sure. So let's do 1 p.m. then.
Thank you. I'd like to confirm an appointment for Sunshine Incorporated on April 28th at 1 p.m. for email marketing services. Does that work for you?
Yes.
I see that your requested time isn't available. Based on our calendar, here are some alternative appointment times we can offer. 1. April 28th at 9 o'clock, 9:30 a.m. 2. April 28th at 9:30, 10 o'clock a.m. Would either of these times work for you?
Okay, let's do it at 9 a.m.
Thank you. I'd like to confirm your appointment for Sunshine Incorporated on April 28th at 9 o'clock a.m. Does that work for you?
Yes, it does.
Excellent. Your appointment for email marketing has been scheduled for April 28th at 9 o'clock a.m. A confirmation will be sent to your email at justusgmail.com. We look forward to helping Sunshine Incorporated with your email marketing needs. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
Yes, actually, could you tell me what is search engine optimization, which you also offer?
Search engine optimization, SEO, is one of our core services at Digital Pulse. It involves improving your website's visibility on search engines like Google through keyword optimization, technical improvements, and content strategy. The goal is to help your website rank higher in organic search results, driving more qualified traffic to your site. Our SEO services can help increase your online visibility, improve user experience, and ultimately generate more leads or sales for your business. Would you like more information about our SEO services, or are you interested in scheduling another consultation specifically for SEO?
No, actually, could you also tell me more about the essential package and how much does it cost and what does it include?
The essential package at Digital Pulse starts at $599 per month. It includes basic SEO services to improve your search visibility, monthly performance reports so you can track your progress, management of one social media platform of your choice,
And yeah, it apparently ran out of credits. But basically from what you've seen, it managed to schedule successfully the appointment. It also managed to answer my questions, and it made one mistake with saying 9 a.m. weirdly, but it's easily correctable. So I think that the demo is clear, the future is here, and you can implement this into your business. So without further ado, first of all, let me show you what it has done, and second, I will show you how it works so you can build this out for yourself too. So my name is Justus, I build AI automations, and this is a client reception automation agent. So first of all, as you can see, it created an appointment, and this appointment involves my name, which I filled out on the form. It involves my company name, Sunshine Incorporated, which I told it to. It also said my phone number, and it also provided client service. It also marked notes as none because I didn't mention anything specific throughout the call. I basically forgot about it, sorry about that, but if I said anything specific, it would have added it here. And it also scheduled the appointment time when I requested at 9 a.m. So what I wanted to demonstrate with this call was that this AI agent has multiple, let it load, it has multiple branches of where the call can go. So I thought of 4 different scenarios. So as you can see, we tried executing all of those. So let's check those out. So let me show you scenario 1. So as you recalled in the call, it received information, it called this webhook, it set fields to my my fields. So in this case there are no nodes, but everything else is as I asked for. And I asked for 21st of April at 6 a.m. and logic is simple. It checks if the date is in the past, and in this particular case right now it's in the past, and it said that we need to provide a time which is different than today. So today is 26th of April, it said 26th of April or later, because it falls back on basic logic that it's not in the past. Then we tried executing the second branch. So give it a second to load, unpin the data, yes. So the second branch, which I did purposely, was that I scheduled it outside the business hours. So once again, it received the webhook, it edited the fields to match my according data. It checked if date is not in the past, so it wasn't. Thus it went with another flow. It checked availability. So this node checks if this appointment is available. And basically the way it works is that it takes the requested time, and it's plus 3 hours because we're in Vilnius. So it's, just my time zone. And it also, end time provides as plus 30 minutes to this. So, it's scheduling a 30-minute time slot, and it checked if it's available. And after that, it checked if it's in work hours. So basically we work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it checked whether it's true or false. So if it's true, it's in the work hours. If it's false, it falls outside those work hours, and 6 a.m. naturally falls outside those work hours. And it checks if the data was registered. So after checking if it's in work hours, it proceeds to reading the data, and it checks if the data was actually created or not. So if it's the first time, the first branch, it doesn't, it creates a new data line. But if it isn't, it just skips creating that Google Sheet new entry. I will explain more what it means. It's pretty simple. It might now sound confusing, but basically what it did was check the data if such user is created, and in this case such user wasn't created. So it created an entrance in Google Sheets, and it provided a response that it falls working hours. So this expression had a result that it's outside of working hours, and it suggested scheduling a time between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. So yeah, makes sense, because otherwise office don't work. So what's the point of scheduling them? And I will show you the branches, and after that I will show you the and how it works. The next scenario which was completed was, let me copy this data. So the next scenario, I did it obviously all on purpose, but it's 4 scenarios I could think of. So it got the data, it checked if available, it checked if in work hours, and then this node actually takes a response from this node, and it checks if the time is available in the Google Calendar. And if you remember correctly, I scheduled it at 1 p.m. and there's an event at 1 p.m. So it cannot book at 1 p.m. So it can be anything, but just for purposes of this video, I just called it as simple as possible, just basically event. And it said that it's not available, so availability is false. And it read Google Sheets. It determined that no record was created. It created a Google Sheet record in which it provided that the appointment was being scheduled. So it basically said that it needs to be scheduled. Just give me a moment, I will show you what I mean exactly, but I just want to work through these workflows at first. So then it checked for unavailable events, and the way this works is this node takes and lists all the events which are not available. From what we can see here, it's from 1 to 2 p.m. And in our calendar, it's exactly that. So this event didn't exist previously, so it was only this event. So it lists all unavailable events. After that, this code node provides all available events. So it basically, the way it works is that it takes all times which are outside those taken slots from 9 a.m. To 5 p.m. and it splits those times in 30 minutes branches, so AI model can choose. And last but not least, it gives this message in which basically it responds that isn't available. Based on our calendar, here are some alternative appointment times we can offer, and basically it gave 2 appointment times, and it gives some also instructions to the model. So this way model not only says that unfortunately we don't have such a time, but it also proposes times on this date. Okay, and the last branch which went, and it was the last thing we did, was that I chose 9 a.m. time, and it basically checked if date is not in the past. It checked if in work hours it was available, so it was put in the calendar. Then it checked for the data. It saw that data was already created, so this way it updated the sheet. So what I mean exactly by that is that we have this sheet, and when we went through a branch before, it was rescheduling here, but right now it's scheduled. So basically this way it keeps track of what's going on. So if for any reason workflow fails or anything like that, you have your client data recorded, and you can see that, for example, it was rescheduling, but because we have completed this all, it updated it to schedule. And wait, and basically what happened is that it responded to user that scheduling was successful. So basically what it said to me, and it confirmed that this appointment was scheduled. So this is the basic workflow. I just thought of these 4 use cases, that's why I built it out like this. And also the functionality I've given it. So before continuing, let me show you something. So for this work, we need to have 3 workflows. First workflow works like this. So as soon as you submit this contact us page, we have a new email arriving at our Gmail. These previous emails about exclusive offer, color of the sky, and question about custom reporting, it's from a different video. It was related to AI automation. So basically that video showcased how you can answer to questions based on your knowledge base. It also showed that AI agent can determine weird questions and leave them as draft for human review. So in this case, it just left it as draft, or it can just read spam emails. So yeah, but if you're interested, link is in the description. But basically the way this works, as soon as a person submits a contact form, so like this, we get this email. So blur this out, please. This is my phone number, but we get a new form submission, and it has my data. So my name, my email, my phone number, and the service I'm interested in. Then, let me show you. This workflow triggers on a new form submitted. So basically, as soon as new such email arrives, it extracts data from all that HTML. I don't want to show it because it will be a lot of blur for my editor, but it basically takes that data and outputs in the following format. So it gives name, email, phone number, and service, and then it creates a Google sheet. So it just adds a new row. So it's called initial client data. So before any workflow runs, before anyone is called, it just records this. So in case anything goes wrong, you still have the contacts of that person. So you can contact that person. I don't know if whatever robot doesn't work, you run out of credits, your phone number doesn't work, whatever, but you still have that record. So it recorded just the client form responses, and after that it initiated outbound call. And the way it did it is that it created API request to, I will delete the API key, but basically it created this API request with a specific agent ID and agent phone number, and also specified to which number to call. So this is the brains behind the operation. So N8N is an automation platform, and this is ElevenLabs, what we actually used and what was actually speaking to us on a phone. So first message really doesn't matter because I will show you later that we are replacing it, but what matters is the prompt. So we're telling it that Pulse. So this is a fake marketing agency. It's not mine. I just came up with that name to showcase my email automation. And right now I decided to, transition and build out one more service for that marketing agency. And basically we're telling it that its job is to book appointments for potential clients. It tells it its available services, and it tells it what to do. So it just tells it how to use the tools, and it's pretty simple. And it also gives it availability to end the call. So this time it ended the call. I'm not sure why. I will look in the request later, but I think I ran out of tokens. And we use Claude 3.7 Sonnet because it's pretty smart for this operation. And also I gave it one document. So what I wanted to showcase was that after scheduling a call, customer can ask for your agent to provide some data. So I have given it this knowledge base. And basically, this is a document which involves, frequently asked questions, company values, pricing information, whatever. And I just asked it 2 questions for the purpose of this video. So I asked it what is search engine optimization. As you've seen, I was highlighting, so it told basically information which it had in knowledge base. And also I asked it about essential package, and it listed the essential package. And it also asked if I wanted to schedule another call. So it's pretty smart on that. And the thing I want to tell you is that you can use this agent not only for scheduling, but for making upsells or for, being a bit of a customer support. So for example, you have a dental clinic and, this person fills out a form, agent calls that person, and after that, that person has questions. So that agent doesn't get lost and answer those questions. And, it's just a good solution in order to remove this repetitive task from your day-to-day operations, so you can focus on more leveraged tasks and outsource this boring task to AI agent. You can customize voices, you can customize phone numbers, you can customize how it speaks, what it says, like knowledge base, workflows, whatever. And if you're interested in such a solution for your business, my name is Justas. I build AI automations, and you can schedule a call with me in which I will give you some value, and we will decide whether you have a good fit solution in terms of AI. So you can schedule a call in the description, but enough of self-promotion, let's go back to the video. What I wanted to tell you that this solution really can replace a lot of mundane tasks. And after it initiates the outbound call to ElevenLabs agent, it then needs to do one important thing, and it took me quite some time to understand, but it's pretty simple at the same time. So as soon as agent receives a call, that agent needs to ask, the workflow, whether we have, that data about that client. So it's customized. So as you've noticed, during the call, it greeted me by name. It told me about what I'm interested in. It told me my email, my phone number, which is all blurred out. But basically, it said everything I needed to know. So each interaction is unique. And the way this works is that on the webhook call, basically meaning that AI agent asking about whether we have information on this client, it searches for Google Sheets, so through this sheet, and it basically matches by phone number. So it matches data, and it gives the AI agent a response in which it tells it that we have 4 variables for this, so name, email, phone number, and service. And basically we give it a first message to say to the user. So basically what it said, that it greeted me, I said my service, it said my phone number and my email, and asked if it's correct. And this is initial personalized message. So this is the preciousness of it, because each interaction is customized. And upon doing so, it was collecting the data. So the way this works is that, let me find that. Yes, here. So it was collecting the data based on its prompt. So it was collecting all the necessary variables so it can use book appointment tool. And basically it collected client company, phone number, and a lot of these things it had initially, like phone number, email, name, I forgot, client service. And basically it collects all of this data, and it also registers additional notes if it has one such. And then it goes to this workflow in which it goes and checks the logic, and based on what happens, it responds. And when client consultation is scheduled, final result is it updates the appointment time. So if you remember, my initial appointment was for 6 a.m. Then it was 6 a.m. But when final appointment was, decided, so it will be 9 a.m., what I've chosen during the call, it updated it to 9 a.m. And also it updated the status to scheduled. So this is really important, because this way, if you have a lot of clients, and I suppose you will be using your own CRM, not Google Sheets, but if you were, you could give status updates on what went wrong or what went right. So for example, I don't know, agent talks and, it tells the user that, it needs to choose another time. The agent, maybe user hangs up, but this way you have your data secured and stored here. And for example, status update is rescheduling. So this way the user is not lost. You can call him back with the same agent or with a real person and decide on an appointment time. So the important thing of this workflow is that As soon as a lead fills out a form, this all works automatically. It doesn't disturb your staff, it doesn't disturb you. It just calls the lead, goes through the script, tells the lead their name. It, based on different workflows, determines if it's in work hours, if it's, they're available, and etc., etc. And it works until the point that the lead is scheduled. And the final result is this beautiful Google Calendar in which you have a new appointment scheduled completely on your behalf. And the only thing you have remaining is do that appointment, make that sale, provide that service, and essentially make income to your business. So yeah, the way it works, it was a pretty interesting automation for me to build. This can be customized for your business needs. So again, if you're interested, you can contact me with a link in the description. And for everyone watching till this moment, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. See you on the mountaintop. Bye.